Okay, so we're at Act 3. If you're here and you're still watching these videos, you're just taking advantage of the fact that I'm being a nice guy, because you should know how to do this on your own. Act 3 is called the Return, so this is after the supreme ordeal. This is after the hero has fought that major battle and has come out of it triumphant, or at least still alive. So that's called the Return. That means they're heading home. The magic flight is the first stage. And here's what it says. After the heroes complete the supreme ordeal and have reward firmly in hand, all that is left for them is to return home. Just because the majority of the adventure has passed doesn't mean that the return journey will be smooth sailing. There are still lesser homebound obstacles to overcome. At some point, the hero must often escape with the reward. This can sometimes take the form of a chase or a battle, so another battle on the way home. So the magic flight is hero begins journey home. After supreme ordeal. And it doesn't always occur in the same way. In Percy Jackson, he has his supreme ordeal when he battles Ares and confronts Hades. Confronts Hades first, I believe, and then his reward is returning or learning that he's had the lightning bolt, and that he has to return home after confronting Hades about this and learning that Hades wasn't necessarily the one that came up with the idea to steal the lightning bolt. So he returns home. That magic flight, magic is in Percy Jackson is an important word for that, because they use the magic pearls to leave the underworld. Just because more. So sometimes, and what I would underline is there are still lesser homebound obstacles to overcome. So sometimes in the return home, they still have to have a battle, which is, Percy battling Luke and Ares after he returns from the underworld. At some point, the hero must often escape with the reward. He escapes. This can sometimes take the form of a chase or a battle. So we'll look at this part here. The return, the first stage. Hero returns home after supreme ordeal. More obstacles. And let's see what else is here. Heroes must escape. Here, heroes must escape with the reward. Okay. And then the next part here is confronting the father. Now this is more of a metaphorical thing, although in Percy Jackson it is his father. But it says, in this step the person must confront whatever holds the ultimate power in his or her life. In many myths and stories, this is the father, or a father figure who has life and death power. Although this step is most frequently symbolized by an encounter with a male person or god, it does not have to be a male, just someone or a thing with incredible power. The gist statement can be the hero faces his father, character who holds power. So in Percy Jackson, that's when, at the end of the book, when he confronts Zeus and Poseidon and has to kind of explain what happened so that he can get out of being vaporized by Zeus, who's not very happy with him at that point. The father or a father figure who has life and death power. That's what I was talking about. Zeus was going to kill him, or thought about it before Percy was able to explain it, and Poseidon was able to kind of step in and take Percy's side. It's symbolized by an encounter with a male person or god. I'm going to underline that too because in this case it is a god. And then something with incredible power. That's what I have here. So it's not a huge bit of writing, but hero faces father, person who holds power. The second bullet point can cover person or god, life or death power. I'm going to put life or death power. A semicolon, and then it can be a person or god, because in this case it is a god. So we'll put that person or God. Okay. So we'll read the last stage then of Act 3, The Return, and that is called Master of Two Worlds, Restoring the World. So the hero has left the magic world, the unknown, and is returning to his or her own world, the ordinary world, which is not going to be ordinary anymore because the hero has just gone through this journey and has this whole new perspective on life and the world. So it says, success on the hero's quest is life-changing for them and often for many others. Sometimes they save the entire world. By achieving victory, they have changed or preserved their original world. Often they return with an object or personal ability that allows them to save their world. So the heroes have also grown in spirit and strength. They have proved themselves worthy for marriage, kingship, or queenship. Their success in the supernatural worlds allows them to return and be heroes in their own world. So in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, at the end of that book, when the children come back through the wardrobe, they come back to the ordinary world, and they are more mature and able to exist in the ordinary world because of the experiences that they've had in Narnia when they become royalty and soldiers and things like that. So same thing with Percy when he comes back to the ordinary world. He's got this experience as a hero that gives him an extra edge in the ordinary world that he didn't have before he went on his hero's journey. So we could say Master of Two Worlds, Restoring the World, hero returns to the ordinary world more mature and ready for leadership. Or closer to leadership, because in Percy's case, he needs to endure a few more books full of trials in order for him to become the ultimate hero. Now he's beginning his hero's journey and he's completed one part of it at the end of The Lightning Thief, but the whole series is his hero's journey. So he's able to move then on to the next part of the story. Success on the hero's quest is life-changing for them and for many others. They've preserved their original world. They've saved their world. The heroes have often also grown in spirit and strength. I say maturity too, because in a lot of cases when they come back to the ordinary world, they're just more grown-up people. They've proved themselves worthy for marriage, kingship or queenship, or leadership. Their success in the supernatural world allows them to return and be heroes in their own world. So that's the thing. They can be heroes then in the ordinary world too. Hero returns to ordinary world, ready to lead. Put that. And then some of the bullet points that we can put for that are here they've saved the world. And that doesn't mean necessarily from destruction, but they've just made it a better place too. They've saved the world, they've grown, in strength and maturity and spirit. Let's put that too. And I think that covers it all. Yep, and they can be heroes in their own world, ready to lead in their own world. All right, so that's the annotation and the recording form for the hero's journey. This will give you a great foundation for the rest of this assessment. So the next video, which I will not record tonight, but probably tomorrow, will be the notebooks here. So how to fill these out. So we'll look at that in the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped.